A massive mob of Israeli settlers invaded the Palestinian town of Tuwani in the occupied West Bank. Settlers invaded this privately owned Palestinian garden at 5 in the morning.
So, Israeli settlers invade Tuwani in the West Bank. Alright, we're back. So, I'm using my tablet and it does that. It's a beta. It's a beta cuck. I'm just kidding. Okay. Cut that out. Cut that out. We're not cutting that out. Okay, that's gonna be the one time I say that word, especially when we're going topics, okay? It had nothing to do with this topic, by the way, everybody. It had nothing to do with this. Okay, anyway. Israeli settlers invade Tuwani, which is in the West Bank, and I have that highlighted right here. It's a little bit south of Hebron. Whoa, we're going back.
Mob of Israeli settlers invaded the Palestinian.
Oh my god. Okay. So, yo. And this is a video right from Mondoways. To me, it sounds like two different names put together. I honestly don't know why this page is called that, but this is from Instagram. MONDOWEISS. Mondoways. On Instagram. That's my sequensy shirt. I had to wear it for this occasion. Alright, so she be talking about what's going on out there in Tuwani, and it ain't good. It ain't good. So the West Bank, for those of you that may not know, is a reservation basically out in Palestine for the indigenous Palestinian people. I can't really say it's for them, it's rather for the Israelis, so that they can be out of sight, out of mind, until they want the land that they stand on. So, here's the tea from the West Bank. Tuwani.
A massive mob of Israeli settlers invaded the Palestinian town of Tuwani in the occupied West Bank. Settlers invaded this privately owned Palestinian garden at 5 in the morning under the pretext of performing a religious ritual. The military arrived first, locking down the village, blocking off roads, and setting up soldiers with assault rifles on Palestinian rooftops. Then the settlers arrived, many armed and some half-dressed in military uniforms. The settler mob were escorted by the Israeli military as they rode into this Palestinian town on buses. Not only was the family who owns the garden locked in their homes for the duration of this ritual, but so was the entire town of Tuwani. The Palestinians stayed up all night in anticipation, knowing that nothing good ever comes from a settler invasion. Palestinians watched on as they performed their ceremony unbothered. Many wondered how long until Israel would use the alleged archaeological site in the Palestinian garden as the pretext for the forcible displacement of the entire village. A common tactic used to expel Palestinians and steal more of their land. One that was used to displace the neighboring town of Susia, a Palestinian village that was forcibly displaced in the 1980s, only to be replaced with a Jewish woman. Around 7:30, the settlers left, and a brave young girl waved a Palestinian flag at the retreating soldiers, who in return pointed their guns and raised an Israeli flag. This is what ethnic cleansing looks like.
Oh yeah, dude. In real time, too. Ain't that something else?